feel like I definitely forgot something because of the fact that it's whatever. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome back to the Lockhouse. This is episode 3. We're going to be starting with a recap of last week, going into our records, and then move into our locks of the week, and then do a pick-em for the NFL Week 7 slate.
Yes, sir. Let's get it started.
All right, so...
What, week 6?
Yeah, we'll start with last week, week 6. Just go through our picks. Just to start, LP went 13-2
Yes, sir.
past week.
Helping the people make some money.
I went 8-5. I'm not going to apologize for having a winning record. It doesn't look as good as his, but, 8-5. They say that, professional gamble, to be a professional sports bettor, if you're at 500 or anywhere above, that qualifies as pro. So I think we're both
13-2.
Expert, veteran, Hall of Fame.
Suspended.
Yeah, so
Not allowed to.
Yeah, for real. The book's going to ban him. But yeah, for the past 2 weeks that we've been doing this, he's 22-7, and I'm 16-11.
What was my record? 22 and what?
22-7.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I will say on the favorites, though, for our favorite underdog, favorite lock of the week, I'm 6-0.
I'm 5-1.
He's 5-1, so we're pretty solid on those so far. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start with last week. The first game, we had Thursday Night Football, Broncos-Chiefs. We both had Chiefs minus 10.5.
Barely hit.
Barely hit. They won 19-8.
Thanks to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was there.
Taylor Swift was there. Kelsey had a touchdown, right?
No, he didn't. He went off, though. 9 catches, 125 yards. He was going
dummy.
No, he was going dummy. Mahomes, again, he didn't play that good. I mean, he had 300 yards. He only threw for a touchdown and interception. Yeah. I'm telling you.
30 for 40.
Taylor does not
yards.
think Patrick Mahomes is a good quarterback.
Who?
Taylor. Taylor still thinks Zach Wilson is better than Mahomes.
No, I mean, we should help Taylor free Kelsey from Mahomes and bring him to Dallas.
I know we've talked about in the past, how Sean Payton loves that Russell Wilson is terrible, but how long do you think that Russell Wilson stays the quarterback?
Well, I kind of think he has to keep him at quarterback for the rest of the year. They don't have do you know who their backup is?
Jared Stidham.
I feel like you can't just, with what they're paying Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
Regardless of what they think, you can't just all this. Because if you were going to do it, what is that point? They're 1-5.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know if it's solely his fault.
If their goal is to tank, you don't bench Russell Wilson and play.
Right, if their goal is to tank.
You keep Russell Wilson in.
Well, I don't know. So they're looking at Sean Payton as, a long-term coach, right?
I assume so.
This isn't just, a get him real quick and see what happens?
Especially if they get Caleb, 100%, I would assume Sean Payton is staying.
Because, it's clear he doesn't like Russell Wilson, I think we agreed, but...
Yeah. But this was a sweat for sure, but glad to see the Chiefs.
For the spread, yeah.
Broncos are never going to fucking get a good... they're never going to cover, I swear.
Yeah, no, I'm going to remind you. You said you're never going to bet.
Yeah, I'm never betting against never betting for the Broncos.
And then we had the 8:30 game, Ravens-Titans. You had Ravens -4. I had Titans +4. Ravens won 24-16.
Oh, yeah.
You covered. I don't even have much to say about that game.
Yeah, it was kind of ugly. No one wanted to watch that game.
Dude, fuck it. Ryan Tannehill was 8 for 16, 76 yards and a pick.
He got injured.
Did he?
Yeah, he got injured.
I wasn't even awake.
I don't know if he's playing next week, but he's injured. Or I think that might be on a bye. But Malik Willis came in and he looked all right, but he got sacked every other play. He had 4 sacks and he was in for barely anything.
Is Ravens defense looking good?
Yeah, Ravens defense look good.
No, this is. I mean, I've been waiting for them to start clicking, and it looks like they're starting to hit that point.
Zay Flowers is looking nice too.
Yeah, they're coming together, and no, they're solid. Is Ryan Tannehill? I did. Okay, no. Now that you said that, I did see that he got hurt.
Yeah,
is he out for a bit, or because didn't they have they couldn't get him off the field for a while, or they couldn't get medical attention because they were playing in London and they didn't have the facilities for that?
I have no.
I might have
no
seen
idea.
something.
He
about
has
that,
a high ankle sprain, but I think they're on a bye this week. I could be wrong, but I think they should just start starting Malik Willis anyway.
I agree.
Because the past like 2 or 3 years, they've drafted 2 quarterbacks the first one. They drafted Malik Willis and they drafted Will Levis too this past year.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
what are they doing? With
yeah.
them?
Well, what are your plans?
Right. I don't know. But the Ravens are also a really good team.
There's no game that like, the fact that it was at 8:30 plus it was the Titans. Like no one wants to watch this game.
No, I literally like
only Ravens fans watch this game.
Right. No. Nothing much to say there. Next, Washington Commanders at Atlanta. We both had Commanders plus 2.5. They won 24-16.
They are nice. Sam Howell is good. Desmond Ridder is not. He's a bottom. I think he's bottom 3 worst quarterbacks in the NFL.
Desmond Ridder. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, I think definitely bottom 5.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst in the league.
The Falcons are so overrated. They're not 3-3. I told you they're gonna start losing, bro. They're gonna start losing.
It's so sad too because they have Bijan and
they got a lot of people. They got Bijan, Kyle Pitts. They're starting to get Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is doing good lately. Kyle Pitts is good. Drake London's not. They have a good team. They just need a quarterback.
Right.
But yeah, the game.
Shit, I don't know what you do if you're Atlanta. Like you can't.
They're gonna go like a 7-9, 6-10. They're gonna have like they're not gonna be like the worst team in the NFL, but they're not gonna be mid. I think they float right in like below mid.
Right
tier.
below mid, yeah.
Right below mid. Just because of Desmond Ridder, I don't trust him.
No, I agree. Shit, the next game was my lock of the week.
An L? No, it wasn't your lock of the week.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, I thought you had. Did you have Vikings?
No, that was your lock of the week.
Oh, which game? Are you
sorry. I was looking at the. Okay, so on here.
Are you looking at Bengals?
Yeah. Here, let's stick to this one though. The next one was Vikings at Bears. LP's lock of the week. Vikings minus 2.5, and
Kirktober, baby. Kirktober.
The Vikings won 19-13. Justin Fields. Yeah. I don't know what exactly happened to us. I know it was a hand injury.
No, I don't know, but I hope he comes back. Yeah, because I had no idea. Tyson Baggett is their backup. Yeah. I have no. I mean, he threw a pick, but like I have no clue like anything about him. But
he's from Shepherd University.
No idea.
I don't even.
But I mean, the Vikings looked all right. I mean, it definitely looked like Jetta's being out hurt him, but I mean, they still looked good.
Yeah.
Like they won the game, and that's what they needed to do. So.
It's an ugly game. I don't know. If the Bears don't have Justin Fields, they literally don't have any chance of even competing in a game. So, I mean, I had the Bears plus 2.5. I'm going to go ahead and write that up as a fluke because Justin Fields was injured. But no, a win is a win for the Vikings. What is that? What is that? Their second or third? Second win. They're 2-4 now.
Yeah.
I still don't believe in them. I think they're fraudulent, but we'll go on to the Colts at Jaguars. This was, we both had the Jags minus 4.
Yeah.
And we both put this in our parlay of the week.
This game.
I think this was so
obvious.
free. Like, since the game started, like, the second the game started, I was like, Jags minus 4 is the freest thing ever.
Jags are good, dude. They are good.
They're good, and, like, I mean, the Colts without Anthony Richardson, like, they're not good at all. They're not Minshew. A team. They have nobody playing for them right now.
Even with Richardson, I still take Jags minus 4.
For sure, but like
I think the Jags are good.
Yeah, but AR just gives him like a chance. Like he's frisky.
Yeah,
like he could do something and something could happen. Without him though, there's literally no chance. Like it's free. Bet against him.
Yeah, if there's like a special teams touchdown or like a defensive score, like a fumble, then like AR, like you have a chance. But dude, the Jags are good. I think like they're clicking on everything. NTN's playing good. Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley, I think, are starting to get like a little bit more chemistry building. They're young too, dude. They got a good young team. Their defense is playing too. Yeah, Minshew threw 3 picks too. Like they're gonna be nice.
I think they
are nice.
Yeah, they are nice. I think they're
good.
exactly where they need to be. Coming off of last year, like they gave like a little. They had a little playoff fun last year, and so it's like
coming back 27-0 against the Chargers.
Yeah,
and
they
so
it's
that
like
experience. I think they could make a run if like
things
go well.
Exactly.
Like if you told me the Jags were in the AFC Championship, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I wouldn't either. And then I'm looking at this, bro. It throws me off. I have
just
coming up next the Dolphins game.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so Panthers at Dolphins. We both had Dolphins minus 13.5. They won 42-21, so they covered. But like it was scary in the first half.
No, I was never scared. This dude Yogi was like, dude, Panthers. I was like, dude, the Dolphins are still gonna win by 20. And I was just saying that as like a thing. They ended up actually winning by 21. And this was like when they were down. They scored 28 unanswered points, or maybe even 35. But like, dude, the Dolphins are good, dude. Yeah, they scored 35 unanswered points. 35 unanswered.
After the second half?
After the second quarter. Or after the first quarter. The Panthers started up 14-0. And then the Dolphins just went crazy. Mike McDaniel was like, all right, let's give them a little 14-0 lead to like make it a little fun. And then he's like, all right, let's start trying. Tyreek Hill had 6 catches on 106. Dude, and Adam Thielen is a dog, dude. I know I said it a little bit last week, but dude can still ball.
Yeah.
Dude went crazy. 11 catches, 115 yards, and a tutty.
What do you think about Bryce Young?
I mean, he's gonna be their quarterback no matter what. Like even after this year, like I know they're 0-6. Like they're gonna keep him. He shows like spurts of like him being like good, but I mean he's a rookie quarterback on a bad team with no wide receivers and no running back. So like.
Out of all rookies, I feel like he's the one that like you can tell he's still adapting the NFL when you watch him. Like when he runs, he's scared to run, a little like hesitant. Like he's just like he doesn't want to make mistakes. Like he's still like feeling it out. It doesn't help that his team is shit, but like
I don't think he's gonna be a bust. Like I think he's gonna be a quarterback in the NFL, but like I just think he's coming into he's not in a good situation. Mm-hmm. The Panthers traded away their number 1 receiver, and DJ Moore, and like. Besides Thielen, his other receivers, DJ Chark.
Yeah, he doesn't have much to work
Chuba
with.
Hubbard, like.
And I don't think anyone, like, when he got drafted, like, I think he got drafted as a type of quarterback, especially going to the Panthers, where it's like everyone just expected him to be solid. Like, nobody expected, like, boom or bust type player like they did with Anthony Richardson. Like,
I mean, he threw for 200 yards and a touchdown, no interceptions. So, and they played the Dolphins.
Yeah, he plays solid.
So, like, I mean, C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson, I think, are a little bit better, but I think they're also in way better positions than he is.
For sure.
Especially Anthony Richardson with Jonathan Taylor, Pittman. They got a lot of – Zach Moss is playing insane.
I also just think Anthony Richardson's better.
Yeah.
I actually think both quarterbacks are better, but, like, I don't put him that much far behind either of them.
Yeah, well, before the draft, I always thought Anthony Richardson should have been I thought he was the best quarterback. C.J. Stroud's the one that surprised me, but, like, C.J. Stroud's probably going to end up winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
He's good, and he's going to stay good,
It's going to be Bijan.
I don't think he's going to fall. I don't think he's going to be Bijan, just because I don't think the Falcons are going to win any games.
Yeah, that's the problem with those awards is, like, you do have to have the numbers for it. And
plus Algier is there, and if he takes, like, a couple touchdowns away from Bijan, like, plus C.J. Stroud being a quarterback, the NFL loves their quarterbacks. They want C.J. Stroud to be good.
Right.
They don't care about the running backs anymore.
Yeah.
They care.
And they might just harp on that, like, CJ threw his first pick this week, but, like, prior to that, he hadn't thrown a single pick. And
like even us talking about that is, like, the fact that you just said that probably, like, literally shows that, like, he's going to be Rookie of the Year. Yeah. The fact that we're talking that he just threw his first pick as a rookie quarterback for the Texans.
And that's unbelievable. And
it's through 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they still won the game. And we both picked the Saints, and they won. So.
No, he's nice. And the Texans are a good, like.
Should we just flow into that game?
Which one?
Saints
Texans.
We're talking about it?
Yeah, sure. Is that next?
Yeah, like the Saints defense is nice, and like he got a win out of there. So.
Yeah, we both had Saints minus 1.5. We were both very confident in the Saints minus 1.5.
And he played good. Like he threw a pick, but he had 200 yards and 2 tutties.
Yeah.
Against the Saints defense, like I'm not gonna blame him for throwing a pick against the Saints defense.
No, and there's nothing wrong with throwing one pick through 5 games.
And
like,
the Saints played good. Derek Carr threw for 353 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just weird. The Saints offense is so boring to me. I don't know, like, even, like, the bits and pieces I watched of that game, like, it just did not look like Derek Carr had a 353-yard passing performance. No, like, dude. They just don't.
Imagine Jameis, dude. I
make it fun. Put Jameis in the game. I don't get, like, what do you have to lose?
I wonder what it takes. Did you see that clip of Jameis talking to Kamara on the sidelines? And Kamara's just like giving him like a little, like one of those looks. That shit is so
You
funny.
think Kamara's on Jameis' side?
Looking at that video, no.
Yeah.
But like, at the same time, I feel like Jameis was saying some crazy shit to him. I mean, I have Kamara in fantasy. I freaking fucking love him. Dude catches like 7 passes a game. Dude had 7 passes for 36 yards. That's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
I don't know. If you're gonna lose 20-13 to the Texans, you're gonna put up 13 points to the Texans.
Jameis is not putting up 13 points.
Right. Why would you not put Jameis in the game? Like, I know it's a joke, but like, I just don't understand why you would invest you don't pay Jameis anything. I mean, the reason now that you have to start Derek Carr is because you signed him for all this money and you did all this. But, like, why would you not just – the same way the Niners have Brock Purdy at quarterback paying him nothing. Like, Jameis is willing to play basically for free. Why would you not take that, stack up his, like, roster around him and just, like – I don't know. In what I've watched from Jameis, like, I haven't – yeah, he is good. I haven't
Michael
seen
Thomas, Olave, Kamara out the backfield.
I don't know. He did, like, from what I've watched from Jameis, like, he's not – like significantly worse than Derek Carr, but I would rather see Jameis in the game in games where it's like, oh shit, like I don't know if we're gonna win or not. Like he's gonna be frisky, he's gonna be like, I don't know. He's
definitely gonna lose you some games, but he's also gonna win you some games that you. Well,
Derek Carr just lost to the Texans, so he lost to that game. I just don't get it.
That's true.
I don't know. It's a joke, but like not really.
I think they should use Taysom Hill more a little bit too.
How so?
I think they should be like. I think like the Saints are a team that you have like a good defense. I think they should kind of start to get like a little weird.
Yeah.
Like
you need
put Taysom Hill at quarterback a couple of times of the game, and do like some crazy shit where like there's a drive where like in like a random drive in the second quarter the other team's not expecting it, and then all of a sudden Taysom Hill's the quarterback for the drive, and you're doing like
the quarterback for the entire drive.
Yeah, or maybe and
taking snaps and throwing.
Yeah, like even throwing the ball, like having some design, like maybe like some fake, like a reverse. The defense doesn't realize it's Taysom Hill or something like that.
Well, imagine they just cycle through 3 quarterbacks, bro, and one of them's a Heisman winner. One of them's Taysom Hill, and the other one's Derek Carr.
And a national championship winner.
Yeah, no, Natty and Heisman.
Yeah, talk about a winner. You can't talk about a winner without talking about like Jameis Winston. But we don't have to. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole if we keep talking about Jameis. He's the GOAT.
The GOAT. Let's backtrack one to the Browns game because I think that was insane. We both had the Browns plus 5.5. That was my favorite underdog of the week. And after we recorded, they announced that Deshaun Watson wasn't playing. It was going to be P.J. Walker. Right?
The line moved to like plus 10 or something.
Yeah, the line moved to plus 9.5 is what I saw. And the Browns won outright, giving the 49ers their first loss of the season.
And it was exactly what we said was going to happen in the game. Like how it was going to be. I think I said it was going to be like I don't even remember. Just like the weather was bad. The 49ers were coming off that win against that team.
That one team?
That one team. And exactly what we said was going to happen. It was going to be a dirty game. Mm-hmm. Browns were going to wear them down.
Gross, football game. Like, just physical, slow. It was crazy.
The Browns have the best defense in the NFL.
Were you surprised when they won? Because like I
mean, Debo also got injured, and then when I saw that fight in the beginning of the game, did you see the fight?
Yeah.
Like, the Browns were going to take shit from nobody.
It was beautiful. And like this isn't one of those games where like now I think the Browns are like, oh shit, they're really good.
Dude, they have the best defense in the league. Like,
but they're gritty, bro. I would not want to play them ever.
And the fact that Deshaun Watson didn't play him, like their quarterback sucked. The quarterback didn't even throw for 200 yards and threw 2 picks.
Yeah,
it was literally their defense just wearing them down. Special teams doing like a field position battle. Debo got injured, which sucked, but like it showed you that Brock Purdy maybe he's not a top 10 quarterback.
I don't know because you could.
He only threw for 120 yards.
Well,
touchdown and a pick. McCaffrey, of course McCaffrey gets it. And McCaffrey got injured.
Yeah, so
is that bad?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's playing this week.
Because they were questioning whether or not he was going to come back in the game. Like, so it was
I don't think he did come. He didn't come back.
He didn't come back, but I think that the fact that they were questioning whether or not he was going to come back in the game means it's not going to be a season-ending.
That's true. And of course he got his touchdown.
Regardless, though, like, I don't care if CMC and Debo get hurt. You're still supposed to win that game. If you're the 49ers.
With Deshaun Watson, with P.J. Walker at quarterback.
You're playing a broken, a backup Browns
P.J.
team.
Walker and Jerome Ford just beats the San Francisco 49ers.
And we called it.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, I literally said last week of the podcast, I was like, I'm taking spread, but I would not be surprised if the Browns win this game. But I also thought Deshaun Watson was playing, so can't give it. Because if we did this podcast after, I probably wouldn't have said that they would win. But
we covered the Bengals, right, or no?
Yeah, or no, we didn't go over the Bengals.
How do we miss? Oh. Well, the Bengals my lock of the week. That game was awesome. I watched that game start to finish. Main screen.
Dude, it was crazy. The Seahawks.
Dude, it was.
The Seahawks
fun.
lost this game because me and Jacob and Yogi had DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Like fourth touchdown scorer. And
Fourth
touchdown scorer. No,
he didn't have a touchdown.
No, but they had the ball like in the red zone for like no one ended up being the fourth touchdown scorer. But they had the ball like in the red zone like 3 times. And they were down 4, so they couldn't get the field goal. So like every time they were throwing it and DK was like not getting it. But I mean, this was definitely a game the Seahawks like could have lost. The Bengals started to kind of choke in the fourth, but like the Bengals are getting those wins that they need. And Joe Burrow didn't look too good, but they won the game, and that's what mattered.
Right. And I do want to go back to that because, like, Joe Burrow, like we were saying, is like the Bengals were struggling the first few weeks of the season, and we both said it was because Joe Burrow looked hurt and, like, he just wasn't looking like Joe Burrow. This actually did look like Joe Burrow to me. Like, he was moving. Like, he looked fine healthy-wise.
He threw 2 touchdowns.
Well, but he looked fine. Like, if you watched him play, like, he was moving. It didn't look like he was injured at all. But he was making, like, poor throws. Like, he was throwing behind receivers. Like, things that are not injury-related. And it was like, I don't know if that's just, like, getting back into the – I don't know what it is, but, like, that – and I'm still not concerned. I still think he's great. I still think he's an incredible quarterback.
For sure.
But, like, it just looked – I
need
a Joe Burrow. I need a Joe Burrow 400-yard, 4-touchdown game, and then I'll be like, all right, I take back everything. Like, he's back, he's good. But this game was, even though they won and they covered and it was my lock of the week, that's not how I really expected it to go down. I was expecting like a high-scoring like shootout that the Bengals win.
Yeah.
I'm not fully back on Joe Burrow yet, but
the Seahawks really lost this game. Dude, Geno played good, but then he threw 2 picks. Like, Kenneth Walker played good. Like. The Seahawks are a good team. The Seahawks are a good team. Yeah, dude, we were watching. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
and for a 13-17 game, it did not feel like that. It felt like a shootout, but it just I don't know, didn't go down that way.
Yeah, the Seahawks are good. I'm loving the Seahawks. Like,
Same.
I love it. It's Geno Smith is doing good. Like,
he is good. He's really good. I think we've covered though. Do you want to? Are we at Raiders Patriots?
Yes.
Okay, so
ugliest game, and it was ugly. Like this,
dude. And I hate this for like, because this count I lost.
Oh yeah, do you know how they lost? Right? You know how you lost the spread?
Was it the no? Tell me.
They got a safety on the last drive.
Right.
The last drive of the game, Mac Jones had it and they needed to go down and score. No more timeouts, and he got sacked for a safety. It was 19-17. They got 21-17, and then they punted, and the Raiders kneeled the ball. That was the only reason it covered. If he would have done anything else, like thrown a pick or fumbled, like
that's what makes me think Belichick's sports betting. Like I don't.
You think he's just like Brady's not there anymore? He's like, fuck it, I don't care anymore.
I don't know what is going on, and like it's
Devontae was like he played, but like he wasn't like fully healthy again. Oh, and Brian Hoyer, Jimmy G got injured. Brian Hoyer came in.
Dude,
and Brian Hoyer looked good. Threw for 100 yards off 10 attempts, 6 of 10, 100 yards. Dude, I thought it was I don't know who. Oh, yeah, the O'Connell guy that played in preseason.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he was going to play, and then they put Brian Hoyer in the game, and everyone's just like, slam Patriots, slam Patriots. Oh, my God. But, dude, it was good to see Brian Hoyer get in there to get a win. But Devontae Adams only had 2 catches, 30 yards. Like,
I don't know. Dude, okay, so you had Raiders -3. I had Patriots +3. They lose 21-17 in that fashion. I don't even know if I really want to talk about this. Like,
no, this game was. I have nothing to even say. Like what I just said. We talked about Brian Hoyer was a quarterback. Mac Jones looks terrible. Like, we don't have to talk about it at all.
No, I'm starting to get to a point where it's like I only want to bet on teams that are competing for something and like have a good well-established team.
The bad team, dude. Speaking of competing, I was about to mention Caleb Williams. Did you see what Caleb Williams said this week?
No.
About whoever drafts him, he's asking for ownership stake in the team, like a small percentage of the team.
I don't like that.
It's crazy. Everyone's
I don't like the fact that he's talking about. You said this week.
Yeah, this
Like
week.
coming off of their first loss of the
Yeah.
season, a devastating loss, like a playoff implication loss. Why are you talking about your NFL draft stock and wanting to own the team, literally? Like, and I like Caleb, and I can't really see that. I mean, I believe you, but like that's just kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, but players are not even allowed to have. They're not even allowed to have ownership stake.
Well, it's like, why is he talking?
But it says
about
like
that?
Caleb Williams requests NFL ownership stake to future team ahead of 2024 draft, and it's like impossible unless they change the rule. I just think it's kind of weird that like what you basically just said. He's saying this coming off of a loss, and the loss was not pretty too. They lost by like 20.
And how many? Didn't he throw like 3 picks? That
Yeah,
game?
he threw 3 interceptions.
He had the worst game of his entire career.
Worst game, 3 picks, and like I just don't know like what he, like I don't like how he's like I think we can both agree that we think Caleb Williams is insane. Like,
Best quarterback in college football. In my opinion.
Not even. I don't even think it's close.
Right.
I think he would have been the number 1 pick last year over Bryce Young. I think he would have been the number 1 pick, maybe even the year before. I just start. I'm not liking how he's starting to be like, I only want to play for these teams, or else I'm staying. I'm only gonna, or I want this ownership. Like he's kind of getting a little ahead of himself. I feel like.
I agree.
Sometimes like the players just got to play football. Because I feel like he's starting to get. Maybe I don't know if it's like USC that's doing it to him, like LA shit.
I don't know because to me, okay, so like when he's saying I just want to play for these teams, like in my mind I can be like, all right, I get that because like he wants to win and he likes a certain team, he likes the players, he likes the culture,
especially with NIL now, with him being able to make like a lot of money still, and him knowing that even like if something happens, like if he gets injured, teams will still take him number 1.
Yeah, for sure. Because at the end of the day, like you are drafting the best player in college football. You're drafting a quarterback who's like a leader, a dude who like the team's gonna love. Like he's just such like a grinder, like a gamer. But at the same time, like for me, I can wrap my head around like him wanting to be on certain teams and to play for certain teams. Like I get that from a quarterback perspective, but wanting like when it comes to money and wanting stake and ownership and stock, like that's just weird. Why would you be focused? You're gonna make so much money, you're not going to know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Why is that what you're focused on coming off of your first loss of the season that's going to drop your ranking and possibly put you out of playoff contention?
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy to me. But next, Rams -7. We both had hold on. The game was Cardinals at Rams. We both had Rams -7. Rams won 26-9. Josh Dobbs versus Matthew Stafford.
Dude, the Rams, dude, I'm telling you,
Super
the
Bowl
Rams
Rams
are good. The Rams are nice. Cooper Kupp, I like how he's just like he fit right back in after being injured. Like past 2 games back, I think he had 100 yards in both. He had 150 this game. I mean, they're good. Like the Rams are good. Their running back rush for 160 yards. I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs just because they have like that experienced defense, like Aaron Donald, like Matthew Stafford's a dog. Like he can win like close games in the fourth quarter. They're good, dude. They're good. They're gonna have a chance. I think they'll make the playoffs. We'll see though.
To me, they're one of those teams like if their stock is low, like if people are like writing them off, I'm like don't sleep on the Rams.
Yeah.
But if they're getting hyped up like a playoff team and they just won the Super Bowl. Like if you think about them as like that Super Bowl Rams team, like no they're not that.
They're not that anymore. They lost so many players. Jalen Ramsey, offensive lineman.
Yeah.
OBJ.
But like they did also just win a Super Bowl recently. So like if they're gonna play against Arizona Cardinals and Josh Dobbs, like this one seemed pretty free.
Yeah, and they have the experience. They're a team that they're gonna win like every other week. Yeah, they're gonna be floating around like that 9-7, maybe 10-6. I think.
Right, I agree.
Like how we were saying the Falcons were like a below mid. I think like the Rams are like maybe a mid to above mid tier.
Yes, they are the.
Like I think they're better than like the Packers and.
For sure they're better.
Packers, Colts.
Yes.
I put them like right around with like
better than the Bucks, better than obviously the Patriots, better than the
Raiders.
We'll get into the Jets actually probably next, but like
I put them around there. Like they're floating around with like the Jets,
so different type teams.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
But speaking of the Jets, you want to go into that one?
Let's do the Jets. Eagles.
One of my only losses
Jets
of the week
in New York. We both had the Eagles -7. They lost outright. 2014 Jets.
And I'm not even mad about it.
Not surprised, not mad. Go Jets.
Dude, they didn't have Sauce Gardner either. They didn't have Sauce.
No, and when the Jets played the Cowboys, they did have Sauce, and we beat them. And I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna be playing the Eagles, not too long from now, and I think we win that game. I hope we win that game. If we win that game, it's gonna change everything. It's gonna shake up the whole landscape in the NFL, I feel like. But
yeah, they were down 14-3 too, and then they shut them out in the second. Or the Eagles didn't score in the first or second half.
Zach Wilson 0 picks. Jalen Hurts 3 picks.
Yeah, without Sauce is crazy. No Sauce, and he throws 3 picks.
Who is he throwing them to? Like,
yeah,
unexcusable, Jalen.
No, they're the Jet. Dude. And did you see the clip of Aaron Rodgers throwing on the field pregame?
Yes. And I think he's gonna. You think he's gonna come back?
Dude, I was watching the Pat McAfee show, and he was on there talking, and they were like, "He's coming back, and like you're gonna be on the field like within the month." And Aaron Rodgers was saying that he has like goals set for himself, like next week he's gonna be wanting to do this. Next week it's gonna be this, and then after that it's gonna be like jogging. Like,
I have no reason not to believe him.
If they're like, I mean, they're 3-3 now, so. Let's just say it's week 12, and let's just say they're 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
Like Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna be like maybe not week 12, but like maybe by week 14, if he can come back like week 14, and then give them like week 15, 16, and 17, and 18 to like play, and then he goes in that wild card, like dude,
that's the thing. It's like.
Because Aaron Rodgers is only gonna need like 2 games probably to get back into it. Like, it's Aaron Rodgers. He might not even need
0.
it. You can just put him in the game.
Right.
But I mean, dude,
the thing is, like,
his Achilles, that oldest player in the NFL, tears his Achilles, and he's
just
like
so different though.
It's not about that. Like, it's just like.
I think like this is the most Aaron Rodgers thing ever
if
for
it was,
him to come back from.
Yeah, if it wasn't since he's quarterback, I feel like that helps him because he's not like a skill position where it's like
he doesn't have to run.
Yeah, but I mean, wow, if he comes back, like
they need to get their O-line up before he comes back, bro.
Dude, just imagine like Dolphins like win out and they take the number 1 seed, and then all of a sudden they play like Aaron Rodgers in the first round.
That would be such a crazy matchup.
Or like the Chiefs play like Aaron Rodgers in the first round.
I would be terrified to play Aaron Rodgers.
If they're like the 7th seed, dude.
He could, dude, I love that. And the thing is too, like you said, like the Jets just have to stay in it long enough to where they're like close to contention, and then if you throw Rodgers in towards the end and the timing is right, they'll be fine. More than fine. But like if people shit on Zach Wilson, if Zach Wilson is your backup quarterback, that is a fantastic backup quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, not to praise Zach Wilson, but like he's definitely good enough with their team and their defense. Like he's proved it. He just beat the Eagles. Like they're good enough to like keep their record around even and stay in games.
I mean, look at this. Their
teams.
next, speaking of even, like what I just basically said till week 12, like they could easily go 3-3 again. Next game is the Giants. Then they play the Chargers. Prime time. They probably lose that. So let's say they're 1-1 now, or 4-4. Then they play the Raiders.
I think they win 2 out of 3 of those for sure.
Yeah, so let's say they're 5-4. Then they play the Bills. They lose that. They're 5-5. Then they play the Dolphins. They lose that. They're 5-6. Then they play the Falcons.
Yeah, they can easily stay around 500.
At home. They could be easily 6-6, and then right after that they play the Texans.
7-6, hand it off to Rodgers.
Yeah, their last 3 games of the year are Commanders, Browns, Patriots. Those are all winnable games.
Yeah.
All winnable games.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. I'm glad that they're 3-3 and they're not like beating the because they started 1-3 and then they beat the Broncos, Eagles, and now they have the Giants. Like, if they start to build a little momentum, Zach Wilson's getting that confidence. Like, and they almost beat the Chiefs. They only lost to the Chiefs by 3.
Mm-hmm. The Chiefs are weird, though. Like, they're a team that, like...
And they only lost to the Patriots by 5. The only game that was not one-score game for the Jets was the Cowboys.
Shout out Dak. But, no, like, they very well could be a playoff team. And that goes back... I remember our first episode, I said the Jets would have been my Super Bowl pick.
Yeah. Don't sleep on it.
Yeah, and now... I mean, it's the same, like, right whenever I picked the Browns last week and then I saw Deshaun wasn't playing, I was like, fuck, I want to take it back.
If Aaron Rodgers comes
The
back,
Jets might be.
Yeah.
I might just stick with my gut.
No, if Aaron Rodgers comes back, I'll allow you to change your Super Bowl pick from Dolphins to Jets if you'd like.
Okay,
if
bet.
he comes back.
Bet.
Because I know you were saying that. You deserve it.
It's on the record. Because with Aaron Rodgers, I just want to see that team so badly,
Dude.
bro. Because they were so
Garrett Wilson,
good last year.
Brees
with
Hall's
no
been turning up
quarterback.
too. Brees Hall's been turning
They're
up.
a
He's looking good.
They're
And
a
he
good
doing
ass
everything.
team. They're very
And
good.
even if something happens to Brees Hall, you have Dalvin Cook. And then they have Lazard and Randall Cobb.
they're just
Like
solid.
Aaron Rodgers got
those are his dudes.
Those
too.
are those like he trusts them too. Like this is holy shit. I could so see Aaron Rodgers coming back, winning the Super Bowl, and then retiring, playing like
It
some
would be the
some
craziest
Peyton Manning
narrative
shit.
ever. If Rodgers came back.
If he came back and won, I think he'd retire for sure.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Brady did it wrong, bro. Brady should have retired after he
That
beat
was the-
Mahomes.
Brady was just a competitor. I wouldn't be surprised if like he could
He
still
tries to
came
come
back.
back. I would hate that. Not even like in like an I'm scared way. It's just like stop.
It would
But-
only happen if like a good team's quarterback literally got injured, like the Dolphins.
Or wait, doesn't he like have some ownership of the Raiders now, or what is that?
I have no fucking clue, but
Yeah. I don't know. Don't come back, Tom. If you're listening, I don't want to see you play football anymore. I've seen plenty of you. My entire life, you're the only quarterback that I've seen. But yeah, he should have retired after he beat Mahomes because like that's a cool mic drop. But then like he came back for one more season, and he lost to Dak Prescott in Tampa Bay. It was just humiliating, in my opinion. I would never
after he
lose to
beat
Dak.
Mahomes, there was really nothing for him to do.
There's nothing else for him to
Because
prove.
everyone,
and,
all the
like,
talk was, is Mahomes like gonna be the next GOAT, and then Brady just comes in and like he didn't just beat Mahomes; they shit on the Chiefs. So
It wasn't really. It was their defense. It was, but we'll
Yeah.
another story. Do you want to do the Lions? Is that next?
huh?
Did we? Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Next game
Lions.
was Lions Bucks. This was my.
I
Favorite,
was sketchy about this
favorite.
game too. I'm so glad I
I
took
was
Lions
not
-3.
sketch. Yeah, you were. I talked, bro. They. First of all, Baker looked.
He looked like we
Like
all thought he was
ass.
gonna be before the season. Like
Yeah, that was the Baker that I know, bro. He was
Yeah.
missing throws, bro. He was like they had chances time after time. Like Mike Evans, you could tell was looking pissed, bro.
and the
It's just-
Lions have no run game now.
It's hard to hate on Baker because it's like he's a likable dude and like he's competitive.
Oh,
but, like,
yeah.
he's not that good at throwing the football, and it's frustrating to watch. If like you, I mean, well,
I
not
think
for me. I had
Baker's
Lions
either-
minus 3, but
Baker's either like terrible, like what you saw Sunday with the Lions, or like he's like throwing touchdown passes and he's running down the field, like waving his arms in the
Yeah.
air, like yelling at the opposing, like a 300-pound defensive lineman getting his face.
well, it's when he's
Like-
hot and it's when everything's clicking, and it's also whenever they're playing against teams that aren't good.
Yeah,
Like the Lions are. I mean, we could make an argument they're the best team in football right now.
for sure.
I don't know. I mean, they're definitely up there.
David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs are out though. They're not playing next week,
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
they play the Ravens. So
I think
it's
they'll be
good.
fine. Though. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. But like,
yeah,
But Baker, bro, like even at, I mean, not to go into like, but like even at OU, it's like, of course he had like when you have that hype in that moment, it's because like he had Mark Andrews, C.D. Lamb, Marquise, bro, like
yeah.
Joe Mixon, bro. His team was
Plus
so
college,
stacked.
the college game is different too.
The college game is different, but like he's just that dude that's like a great dude to have around because he's
Yeah.
gonna be hype. He's gonna like he's a great
He fires
football
the troops
guy.
up.
Yeah, he fires everyone up. But like when you rely on him to win a football game,
Yeah, he can't do it.
in the National Football League, it's a totally different story. He's
Especially
not
against one of
fit
the
for
best
that.
teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
The Lions got a good defense too. Like everyone talks about how hot their offense is. Like their defense is pretty solid.
No, their defense has played really well. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the thing. Is like I parlayed the like as a separate bet. I did Bucks -3 and Baker to have one touchdown for like -304 leg.
Did he get it? He
No,
didn't get
they
it.
didn't score a single touchdown in the game, and there was multiple opportunities for him to score a touchdown. Even when they were driving at the end of the game, like they were down 20-6, and it was like give up at this
Yeah.
point. He was trying to throw a touchdown, and like he overthrew one dude, overthrew the next dude. Like it's just, I was pissed. But Lions -3. I'm proud of that pick.
Giants Bills.
Yeah, Sunday
Sunday
night
night?
football. We both had
Tyrod, baby.
Yes,
We both had
bro.
Giants spread.
Giants +14. Final score: Bills 14, Giants 9. The Giants cover with dude. Tyrod looked
Good.
lit, bro.
They should have won the game.
Mhm.
They should have won the game.
Mhm.
And then, did you watch the whole game?
Yes, yes.
Right before halftime when they had like 15 seconds left, and then
And that's when Dable was yelling at him.
yeah, because Tyrod audible to run the ball,
Mhm.
and he's like, that's not like he's like the play call. Like I guess they said something like for that play call that they called, like he has the option audible, but Dable was yelling at him saying apparently like you can't. That's not an option when there's no timeouts and 14 seconds left on the half. Like they should have won this game. And like Josh Allen again, overrated. He's not good. He's not good. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
It was cold. It was
not even
weather.
200 yards. And like he only ran the ball twice. Like
my thing with the Bills offense though is like once you realize that Stephon Diggs is their only threat, how hard is it to really stop their offense? Like a quarterback can only do their job so well. You know what I mean? Like unless you're Lamar, unless you can like run, unless you're a dual threat like that. Yeah. I don't know. It's and still hard
James
for me
Cook
to
is
say.
Good, but like James Cook is good, but he's not going to be like the reason the Bills won. Like he's not. If you shut down Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, like that's how you win games.
Yeah.
You're not going like, oh, if we shut down Stephon Diggs, what if James Cook goes for 150? No, like that's not happening.
But at the same time, to have like, I don't know if Stephon Diggs is considered a top 10 anymore. I would say he is, but like, to have a top 10 receiver and be Josh Allen, like you do have to. I don't know. It's hard to. It's like, what more do they need? Like, obviously, more. Other receivers would help, but like, they do have the team. It's hard to excuse that kind of performance.
But I love seeing.
I'm not going to say I agree with you yet that he's the most overrated quarterback in the league and blah 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 blah. But like, that was shitty. That was pitiful.
Yeah, dude. I hope they play for him at least one more game.
Tyrod? Yeah, yeah. Well, I think they are. Well, I was watching Danny Jones like press conferences this week, and like. Their whole thing is, like, I think he feels better and shit, but, like, they don't want him to get hit, and, like, they're worried about, like, that re-injury. What does he have? I don't know what his exact injury is, but, like, I know that they're...
It's something with his neck.
It's, like, nerve shit. Like, I don't really know what it is.
Sit him. Leave Tyrod in there,
I agree. Why would you not leave Tyrod in there? And
they should have won that game. I wish they would have won that game.
I thought they were going to. I always thought the Bills were going to pull through. Like, watching the game, I was like, dude, the Giants are going to come back and win this somehow. But, like just knowing the game, like, I was like, the Bills have to win because it's the Bills, and, like, they can't afford this loss.
Yeah.
Like, they're one of those teams now where, like, they have to take care of business.
I mean, the only time that both their touchdowns, like, their only points came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was weird. Next game.
Yes,
I just want to give it up, bro.
Dak is back, baby.
The GOAT.
Dak to the future.
Holy shit, bro. The Archer.
Dude, the read option was crazy. I was up and down. Jump. Dude, and I said this game was going into overtime. I had an overtime feeling in this game. Dude, it almost hit, bro. It was so close.
You said this game was going to end in a tie.
Yeah. Yeah, this game was crazy.
Dude, CD... Feed CD the football.
That's exactly what we were saying.
They didn't even throw him enough. I know he had seven catches, 100-something yards. Like
he only had 7 targets.
Dude, right. They didn't throw him the ball. Bro, McCarthy is pissing me off. Like, we'll give the Cowboys their flowers for winning a game on the road, prime time against a good team. But dude, McCarthy is not... You know his whole thing is like we're gonna run the ball now. We're gonna have time of possession.
Not good.
The run game hasn't been good when you know that all we're gonna do is run the ball.
We have a good O-line too. Like I don't know why Pollard has 15 carries for 30 yards. Like that should not happen.
Every time we hand the ball off, they know we're handing the ball off. We have the most predictable scheme.
And I hate the shotgun run. Like when they're in shotgun, I hate it.
Yeah.
When they run the ball.
Yeah.
Unless it's like one of those like second and like 25s or second and 30. And the defense is back, and that's when you do that little draw, and you get like 10 yards to just make it.
It's just so predictable.
Closer. Like they need to get under center and like have Pollard on a head start, and our offensive line is good. Like,
we still have Tyron Smith, dude.
And Tyler Smith's good too. Zach Martin,
we still have a top 5 offensive line in the league
for sure. But they need to throw CD. CD needs at least 10 to 12 targets a game.
10 plus easily.
Like CD should not be catching 7 of his 7. He should have a bunch where Dak Prescott just like either is running out and he kind of just throws it to the sideline. Maybe he goes over CD's head or something.
The one problem was Michael Gallup. I'm a huge Michael Gallup guy.
He had 10 targets
and that looked weird.
He was not playing that well. I liked it though because he's good.
Yeah, he is very good. But it just seems like they're not clicking, bro. Like because every time like he throws the ball Gallup's way and then it's an incompletion, like you see Dak like kind of looking around like what, like they're just not.
I think
clicking.
It's more of a McCarthy doesn't trust Dak thing. I feel like we should be I feel like CD should be getting at least 10 targets a game. Brandon Cooks should be getting at least like him and Gallup should be each getting like 6 a game. And then Tony Pollard should have around like 4 or 5, and then Ferguson should have around 4 or 5.
Brandon Cooks finally started to look like we're seeing this dude in the game. Like they're throwing him the ball, and he looked great. He's exactly
he only
what
had
I
four
expected
targets,
and
and he caught all 4.
He looked great too, bro.
Yeah.
Like he had a touchdown, a huge that play with you saw that play.
Yeah, it was
dude,
great
that was
catch.
such a beautiful, great throw too. That
Yeah,
was like
cross,
Mahomes-esque. Yeah. Not to
and then
jump on
that
too
punt
hard,
that punt fucked us over too when they thought he touched it and Tolbert touched it.
That was bullshit.
Yeah. But, I mean, our defense looked good. Like, they only had 53 yards rushing. I know the Chargers aren't, like, a run-first team, but, like, still. Looked good. Herbert, he only had, like, 220 yards.
Our defense still scared me at times, but it's just
good.
like the defense is so different. I mean, not like this it's too late, but, like, when you have Trayvon on that defense, it makes such a big difference because you don't have Stephon as your, like, CB. Like, it's just so different when you lock down on both sides and Stephon Gilmore is your second corner. And, like,
there's no chance he comes back, right?
No, he's done. Well, I've been thinking about, like, surgeries to, like, donate my ACL, but, like, I'm not sure if he even wants mine. Dude's a freak. But, that finishes our recap of Week 6, and we'll go ahead and get into our locks of the week. Are you good? You want to take a break? Or?
I'm chilling, unless you need one.
No, if we do, we can do it after the locks of the week. But, like, let's go through our favorites. Now I'm stressed because I'm 6-0. You're 5-1. Like, now I'm picking with pressure.
Dude, these games are hard this week.
These games are hard this week too. How do you want to do it? What are the order? I have it down as favorite underdog, and then lock of the week. Or do you want to start with lock of the week?
We can do it how you have written down.
All right. So I'll give you a minute.
I got my favorite.
All right, you can go ahead and start.
My favorite is was that gonna be my lock of the week? Yeah, I'm just gonna say my favorite is going to be the Commanders over the Giants. I'm high on the Commanders, bro.
Holy shit!
I'm high on the Commanders, and I think the Giants were like kind of a fluke. I think the Commanders are good, dude. That's actually bold to take that as a favorite.
Well, it depends on. I think
yeah,
it depends on whether or not Danny. Well, Danny might not play.
Huh?
If Danny Downs doesn't play, that's a phenomenal pick.
I'm gonna change it anyway. I'm gonna take Raiders -3 over the Bears with Justin Fields out. Even with Justin Fields in, I still like. Wait, is Jimmy G playing though?
I don't know. That was a game I didn't understand. That's why I asked you before.
Hold up.
I don't know if Justin's playing. Justin's not playing for
There's
sure.
There's
a
lot of injuries this week.
That's what. So when I first looked at the slate, I was like, "Holy shit, I'm gonna go perfect." Like this is like one of those weeks where you get up, but then I was looking at injuries and I was looking at all like the little like things I didn't realize, and it's a weird week.
Yeah, scratch that too, because I don't know if he's playing. All right, so
I feel like you're about to take mine.
My favorite's gonna be Rams over Steelers.
Okay, that's not mine.
Yeah, my favorite's gonna be Rams over Steelers -3. Steelers coming off a bye, but I just think the Rams are clicking.
Yeah,
their defense looked good. Stafford looks good. Cooper Kupp looks insane. I can't see the Steelers going 4-2 with Kenny Pickett.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gonna be they're not a bad they're that mid-tier team where it's like you definitely don't want to play them. They're just like you don't want to play them at Pittsburgh. Like if this was in Pittsburgh, I'd kind of be like eh, but since it's in LA, like I like Rams -3.
Yeah, no, I like it too. Okay, so originally so I'm between a couple. The Browns -2.5, I really, really like against the Colts. However, I don't know if Deshaun Watson's playing. And I was looking at it. I was watching press conferences earlier. I don't think he knows if he's playing. He just seems kind of eh. And, I mean, the argument is, like, they just beat the 49ers without him. So, like, they should be fine. But still, like, I don't know. Knowing if Deshaun's playing or not. Like, it's hard for me to pick that as my favorite, not knowing if their starting quarterback is playing.
Yeah, true.
With that being said, and dude, this is kind of ugly to me, but I also like the Seahawks -8 against the Cardinals, but -8 is a lot. I think I'm gonna go favorite. I think I'm gonna go the Bucks -2.5 at home against the Falcons. I don't like what I saw from the Bucks or Baker this past week, but I just feel like they're staying at home. Like we said, the Falcons are bad.
They're staying at home.
If Baker, well, here's my thing too. If Baker loses this game,
Yeah, they
he
started
might be
questioning.
done. Like he might be like, hey,
I
we're looking to the next dude. Like this isn't our guy. Because if he doesn't win this game, what game is he gonna win?
That's
You're
also
staying at
true.
home. The Falcons are coming. I mean, the Lions, like we said, are one of the best teams in the NFL. And even though it's 20-6, it kind of felt like the Bucs were in there the whole time.
Yeah.
I think this is a game, not an awesome game, but I think it's at noon too. I think it's one where they just go in there and take care of business, and Baker's able to like. Especially because like they still have playoff hopes right now. They're 3-2, the Bucs.
Yeah,
and their
they're
division
good.
is shit. And I could see Baker being able to rally against a
Yeah.
bad team. Like I said, like he plays well
If
against
you-
bad teams.
If the Buccaneers are 4-2, like that's a win,
Right.
for them. Like,
and I feel like that's where they're
big.
looking right now. They're like, hey, we have the opportunity to either go 3-3 by losing to the Falcons, and that'll be like the downfall of our season. Or if we win this game, we're 4-2. We have wiggle room.
Yeah.
We look nice. We're on it upwards and up. You know, like
No,
we can
I-
say we
I
just
like
lost
it.
to like one of the best or the best team in the NFL. I think that's my favorite.
I like it.
Um,
My so underdogs now.
yeah, favorite underdog.
Like I never want to do this, but I'm gonna bet against the Patrick Mahomes. I'm going Chargers plus 5.5. I just think this game, like, I just like think 5.5 is too many points because I could easily see the Chargers winning this game, just because it's like Herbert versus Mahomes. This game is gonna be a shootout.
Definitely over.
Both quarterbacks are throwing 300 plus yards a game or 300 plus yards this game. Keenan Allen's gonna have 100 yards. Kelsey's gonna have 100 yards. They're all having like, you want fantasy players in this game right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the player prop game where you look at and you're like, I'm going the over on everything. Besides like the running backs having yards, like this is gonna be a good game. I got Chargers plus 5.5 for sure. I feel like that's too many points. I think it should be like Kansas City -3.
Yeah, no, I like it, and I like it too. I was probably gonna pick them.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers won this game either. Like the
I wouldn't be
Chargers-
surprised.
The Chargers
but I
are
still
not a
expect the Chiefs to
2-4
win.
team. The Chargers are not a 2-4 team.
No, but dude, I feel bad. Their schedule's been tough.
Yeah, they played what? Like they pid just
They
played
just
us.
played Dak Prescott,
They're in
the
a-
greatest quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, and then they played. I mean, they played. They played the Dolphins,
Yeah.
but then they played. They lost to the Titans. That was a bad one. And they beat Vikings and they beat Raiders.
Yeah. I don't know. I like your pick. I like it's one of those like I said, I'll probably take the Chargers plus 5.5. But I see them lose. I still see the Chiefs winning by a couple points, but
I think
the
it's
Chargers cover.
definitely gonna be like a fourth quarter game. Like,
yeah.
whoever
It's
has
gonna
the
be an
ball-
awesome game.
Yeah.
I think
Like, this is the
all
game-
of these 3:00 games are like I'm trying to stay away from it for my favorite picks because they all look really
This is
like
the
they're gonna be
game.
good.
This is the game where people are gonna they're gonna want to watch.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna watch the Steelers, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks, and then Packers, Broncos.
I love that game actually. The Packers were almost my favorite. They're -1 against the Broncos.
Oh no, you don't even have to tell me.
Yeah. No, I there's a lot of like this week, like we said, it's shitty because it's hard to pick from, but that also makes it so it's such a good NFL week. My favorite underdog is, dude, I think I was actually gonna go Giants, but since you picked Commanders, I'm gonna stay away. I think, and then I like the Lions at the Ravens is my favorite, but I'm gonna go Dolphins.
Hell
Dolphins
yeah, I
plus
knew you
2.5 at Philly.
Fucking money line, baby.
Fuck the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles.
I think the Dolphins.
Dude, this is huge. Not even for
I might take Dolphins
Eagles-
minus 5.5.
dude, not even for Eagles fan, people in the game. This is big for Cowboys fans. If the Dolphins lose this game, Cowboys are tied with the Eagles.
Yeah.
5-2.
If the Dolphins win this game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if the Dolphins win this game, the Cowboys are tied. So, and then we would both have 2 losses going into that game. We play we play Rams or is it Rams and Eagles?
I don't know. Well, our first game off the bye
Yeah,
is
yeah,
against
yeah.
the Rams
It's the Rams
in
and
Dallas.
Eagles.
Bro, we should go.
Dude,
It's gonna be sick.
crazy.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more I have to
Dude,
explain.
if Tua can go into Philly and win,
Okay, my biggest thing is if this game is 3:00 or just a normal ass game, I do think the Eagles win.
Sunday night.
Sunday night football, Mike
Daniel,
McDaniel,
he's
Tyreek
gonna be
Hill.
dotting.
I'm so excited for this game. It's gonna be so fun. Jalen Hurts number 1, Tua number 1, bro. Like it's just gonna look sick, bro. Like the game. I like that it's in Philly too. Like they're gonna get
if Tua
up.
wins this game, I think if Tua wins this game, I think the Dolphins are the best team in the NFL. 1,
Yes.
over the Niners, and then 2, I think Tua's obvious. Unless Tyreek Hill has like 200 yards, I still don't think no matter what happens, Tyreek Hill can't win MVP just because Tua's insane.
Yeah.
And I think it's a quarterback award. But like if Tua wins this game, dude, like when I mean Tua wins this game, I mean like Tua plays good and wins this game. Like he's gonna be the favorite to win MVP. The Dolphins are gonna be the new favorite to win the Super Bowl. Like, and Mike McDaniel's gonna be the favorite to win Coach of the Year.
Yeah, we've gone into how much we love Mike McDaniel, and he should. But like to play devil's advocate, the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, like obviously the Eagles are a great team. Jalen Hurts to me is like that one type of like one of the few quarterbacks that like coming off a loss to the Jets, like that's not gonna faze him at all.
Yeah.
And if anything, that might make him be like, hey, like
I don't think anybody on that team cares. Like Jason Kelsey,
no, not at all.
AJ Brown,
they're so confident, and
what's
they're
his
so
name? Nick
Sirianni.
Sirianni, he's a dog too. He's a dog. Like I think
he's kind of corny, but he's
think
not a bad coach. Obviously,
and these teams have totally different styles of play. Like
they're so different. That's why I love this game.
Their styles are like I feel like the Dolphins are more like fancy, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They're gonna like put up
they're
points, and the Eagles are like physical.
Yes.
So I'm like very excited to see like the Dolphins are like super speed, like, and the Eagles are like big and like let's wear them down. So I'm interested to see like how Mostert runs the ball, Tyreek Hill, like what happens. Like
to me though, like if you're the Eagles trying to scheme against the Dolphins, it's like you from a defensive perspective, you have to try to keep up with their shit. Like it's not like. Yeah, it's not like the Dolphins are going to change their offense for the Eagles. No. It's like the Eagles have to change their defense for the Dolphins.
They're not going to take them out of what they want to do. They're going to try to contain what they want to do.
Yeah, and I don't think that works.
Yeah.
I love this game. That was my favorite underdog. Yeah, not lock of the week. That was my favorite underdog.
This game, I think, is going to come down to special teams.
I don't even know. It's just going to be awesome. I'm just so excited.
I think that's the only way Eagles win is if like there's like a fumbled punt or like a. Like
well, you know who's the king of fumbling is Jalen Hurts, bro. Like he's notorious for poor ball security.
I love the Dolphins.
I do too. And just because we hyped it up so much, they're gonna lose by 30.
Hell
but
no.
no, I don't think so either. Do you have your lock of the week?
Yeah. Let me get it. I'm going to go. I don't like any of these games, but I think I'm gonna take Niners -7.
Okay.
I mean,
fair.
I hate it. Just because it's Kirk Cousins in primetime on Monday night. It's in Minnesota. I keep saying how I think the Vikings are good, but like the Vikings look so bad offensively without Jettas. If the 49ers won last week, I think I'd say Vikings +7. But since they lost, I think they're going to have a regroup and are going to like go out and like really shit on them.
Well, yeah, think about it. Like if they they could lose and not cover, but like if they lose this game, it's like huge implications.
Yeah,
like it's going to be demoralizing for the team. So I just don't really see it being
be
a
huge
possibility.
Too. The Lions would be the best team in the NFC. They'd be the number 1 seed right now.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's if they won though.
They could both
I
win.
don't like
they both
that.
be 6-1. In fact, like that's one of my. I think. I don't know. Not
I don't
Lions
like it.
+3,
I don't like any of these games. The game I like the best is actually probably the Chargers +5. But
mine's gonna. You actually might hate what I'm thinking for my luck of the week, and I don't even know if I like it either. But like, because it's been on my mind since the second I saw it, and it's. I mean, it was also the first game I saw because it's the first game on the slate. I like the Saints -1.
If Trevor Lawrence doesn't play,
I think he is going to play, and I think that's going to go in the Saints' favor because I think he's a little crippled. I think he's like,
what's his injury?
I think ankle. I don't. Hold up.
Knee injury.
Knee injury. Yeah, leg. I don't know. It's prime time Thursday night in the Superdome. Trevor Lawrence is banged up. To me, it feels like they've been like, I mean, they just went to London. They're coming back. It's just like, if the Saints lose this, they go 3-4.
I mean, yeah, the Saints are good too. Like, I don't hate that.
If the Saints win this game, they leave the game 4-3.
Especially
the Jaguars
since
leave the
it's
game
prime
4-3.
time, especially since it's like a primetime game in New Orleans. Like, I don't hate that.
Here's my thing too: is like nobody's really. I mean, like not to say nobody. I'm sure Saints fans have, but like nobody's really been watching Saints games like that this year. This is Derek Carr's first game where everyone's gonna be watching him on TV. Like
Is that
at
a good
home,
thing?
yes,
Is
I
Derek
think
Carr
it is.
a primetime good thing?
I think it is because like he needs to prove like that this isn't just like some shit show going on in New Orleans. Like I think that I don't know. I feel like the Jaguars are banged up. I feel like they're due for a loss. I don't think they're a 5-2 team coming out of this. I don't know. I like the Saints. I feel like if anything, Trevor Lawrence being injured, playing against the Saints defense in New Orleans in primetime is not going to be an easy game at all.
Yeah.
I think this will be a gritty game. I think that the Saints are healthy. Like if this is a game the Saints can win. I'm not like saying the
No, I
Saints
agree
blow
with
them out
you.
or anything, but like it's -1, so it's basically a pick 'em, and I think that the Saints win this at home in primetime.
I'm gonna ride with you. I do think Saints cover if kind of like the same reason. Like even if Trevor Lawrence does play, I feel like it might hurt them kind of. Like I mean, it definitely gives them a better chance than CJ Beathard or whatever his name is. But like if this game was on Sunday, I'd probably pick the Jags. But since it's like short week, he's injured. Like, I mean, it's like the Saints defense is good. The Jags are 4-2. They can afford to go 4-3. I don't see the Saints being under 500. Yeah, if this game was on Sunday, I think I would take Jags. But being that it's a Thursday night in New Orleans, prime time, I just think it's like a gritty game where like the Saints can easily just win by a field goal or something like that. I definitely think it's gonna be a close game for sure. Like,
Yeah.
but
No, I do too. I think it's going to be a good game. Maybe not an entertaining, like fun, high-scoring game.
yeah,
But like I think it'll be
it's
a
gonna be like one of those
close
games,
game. Yeah.
It's gonna be like one of those in the fourth. It's just gonna be ugly. Unders are gonna be nice, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well-
I'll take Saints with you. I'll ride.
So to start our Week 7 pick'em, or do you want to take a bathroom? Are you good?
I'm good
All right.
unless you need to stop.
No, I'm cool. So to start our Week 7 pick'em, I mean, we just covered that game. We both take Saints -1.
Yeah, Saints -1.
Okay. So with that being said, over under. Hold on, let me switch over to the. So the over under is 40.
I'm gonna take the under. I just feel like there's so many things that could go wrong with this game. Like Saints defense is gonna like if Trevor Lawrence doesn't play, primetime games are whack. Unless it's like the Chiefs or Chargers or something like that.
This just feels like such an under game to me that I want to go over. Like this feels like Jaguars at Saints prime. Like it just feels like one of those games where everyone's like, "Oh, low scoring," but like 40 points isn't that much. And
I
no,
just
but
don't
I
think it's gonna
couldn't
be a lot
see
of
both
points.
teams scoring 20.
Yeah, like I think it could be easily like 3-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
Or like 10-3 at halftime. If you told me the over didn't, if the over hit, like I wouldn't be surprised because like both teams they have good players on offense. Like they're easily capable of doing it, but short week on a Thursday, one of the team's quarterbacks might not play. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I just like feel like it's an under game, like primetime Thursday. One of the quarterbacks might be out.
It feels like an under, and that's why I
Good
want to lean over.
defense.
But I'm gonna go under. I like it. Saints and under.
Only way I
at
see
home.
over
This
is-
just feels like such a textbook game.
I could
like,
see over if like Trevor Lawrence doesn't play and then the Saints defense just like maybe gets a tutty, just starts creating like gets a couple picks and the Saints just put up like 30. But like I also
that'd be
don't
good for my
see
luck
that.
of the week. I like it. So yeah, we'll go Saints and under. Next game, Browns -2.5 at Colts. So the question is in the air if Deshaun Watson plays or not. I'm gonna say regardless, I'm going Browns -2.5.
I think if I'm just gonna fade if Deshaun plays or if he doesn't, I think I'm gonna take Colts.
Cool.
I think a lot of people are. I think after last week, the Browns have
Their
like
stock is high. It's as high
their
as it'll
stock
be.
is high. But I mean, let me take that. If Deshaun Watson plays, I think the Browns win. Nah.
I mean, same.
regardless, I think the Colts win this game. I think the Colts
So
win.
if Deshaun Watson plays, you think the Colts win?
I still think the Colts. I think the Colts win regardless. I think Jonathan Taylor's gonna have a good game. I think the Colts will win. I got a good feeling about the Colts. If it was in Cleveland,
I like
would
the
take
under.
Browns, but yeah, I like the under too.
You brought up Jonathan Taylor, and it just made me feel under. Like, I don't know. Like, because if the Colts win,
it's going to be like a run
18
game.
to 16, it's going to be some weird shit.
Yeah,
Like
18 and maybe even like 12.
Yeah, like,
4
I feel
field
like
goals.
this is just me
Like
being dumb
6
right
field
now.
goals
but yeah,
to 4 field
it's
goals.
gonna be what
no
those,
touchdown scores.
What are they called? Scoregamis. It's gonna be a weird
Fuck yeah.
score. Like it's gonna
no
be like,
touchdown score.
It's gonna be like what did they do to get that point total?
Fuck yeah. The Colts put up 6 field goals. The Browns put up 4. No
Yes.
touchdowns are scored.
Do the Gremlin bet for that. Over 1.5 field goals each team.
Fuck yeah. I'm doing Minshew mania, baby. I'm taking them. I
Yeah.
got a weird feeling about them.
I like it. Next game, Bills minus 8.5 at Patriots plus 8.5.
Taking Pats.
I am too. I didn't think you were gonna do that. Yeah,
I'm taking Pats plus
Yeah.
8.5. Being
And-
that it's in New England, I feel like
I have taken the Patriots spread the past 3 weeks, and I've lost every single time.
they're due. I think the Patriots are due. I think they're gonna have a chance to win the game. I think the Bills are going into a little slump. I think Diggs is not happy with Josh Allen. I think they're going through a little rough patch. And being that it's in New England, it's a divisional game. Like, these teams play each other all the time. Like, 8.5, like, that's more than one score. Like,
Yeah.
I like the 8.5. Like, this is going to be a weird game.
It's going to be a weird game, and I just feel like
Josh Allen, no good.
that's not my reasoning. But
Josh Allen, no good.
I just feel like it's going to be a defensive. I feel like it's going to be a weird game. Like you said, it's just a weird game. And I just feel like the Patriots are so due for a win.
If this was like
and and the Bills are so due to get upset. So it's like,
dude, they should have last week. If this was like less than a touchdown though, like let's say it was like minus 6.5, I feel like we have to take Bills. But since it's 8.5, like more than a touchdown, like I like Bills. I mean, I like Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots.
I like Patriots.
No, I do too. And I actually thought we were going to disagree on that one. But I have Patriots plus 8.5.
Do we have everything the same so far?
Yeah.
Saints. Oh wait, no, you have Browns. I have Colts.
Oh, word. You did say you picked that just to spite me. But next is Commanders at Giants. Commanders minus 2.5, Giants plus 2.5. Commanders was your favorite?
Yeah, I'm high on Sam Howell. I think he's good.
I do too, and I think the Commanders are a good team. I think they're
honestly better.
Dude,
than
I don't know.
record
If Danny
shows.
Dimes plays, I think the Giants win. If he doesn't, I don't know. For that reasoning, and because you picked the Colts, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Giants plus 2.5. They're 1-5. It's a divisional game in New York. Saquon's back.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick.
I mean, they just lost by 5 points to the Bills, and I don't want to let that game influence my decision here. However, I just feel like they're still a good
No, yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised.
people did not expect them to be 1-5 at this point in the season.
Yeah,
and people did not expect the Commanders to be this good.
The Commanders have only beat the Cardinals, Broncos, and Falcons. Like those are not good teams.
That's an interesting way to put that. Yeah, no,
They
like
lost.
the
They
Giants
lost
plus 2.5.
and then the teams they lost to were Bills and Eagles, and then they lost to the Bears by 20. But like I still think they're a good team though. Like I like them. I like them.
Over
I think they're
under
gonna start
39.
clicking. Commanders are gonna make the playoffs, dude. I got a weird feeling. I mean, there's a lot of weird teams in the NFC this year.
You think 3 teams from the NFC East make the playoffs? It happened last year.
That's if the Eagles get in.
3 teams from the NFC East won a playoff game last year. That was the craziest shit ever.
I mean, we'll see because there's a lot of good in the Niners division. There's a lot of good teams too. Like you got the Seahawks and Rams.
The Seahawks are so much better than the Commanders,
in
my opinion.
Which team?
The Seahawks are so much better than the Commanders.
But it also depends on like schedules and shit like that. Like the Seahawks could get fucked and play like better team. I don't know their schedules, but like
yeah,
some teams are better and they just don't get in because they play better teams down the stretch. So and injuries and shit.
Yeah.
You never know. But yeah, I don't.
The Commanders are gonna have to play
NFC,
the Eagles and the
NFC
Cowboys at some point.
The AFC has I think I don't even fucking know, but the Commanders, I got Commanders.
The AFC has the Finns and the Finns only. What'd you do? Over under 39? I got the over.
Yeah, I like the over too.
Cool.
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, at 39, I don't know. If I see a 3, it's it's hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the under.
And I don't see.
I'm gonna take the under.
Okay, but I just
because
don't.
it's a divisional game.
It's a divisional game, but I just don't
closer.
see either defense as being as that crazy.
I mean, I see the Commanders.
But if Chase Young did, I don't know. I like the Commanders as a pick, but I'm sticking with the Giants. These are when the games start to get hard. Lions Lions +3 at Ravens -3.
Yeah, I know you're taking Lions +3.
I am, and it's just because I said that earlier, and I really like the Ravens, and it's hard. But, like, this is just such a split-em game that I'm going to take whichever team has the plus points.
Yeah, especially since it's a field goal.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the Ravens at home.
No, I figured.
Just because the Lions are out, like, David Montgomery's injured and Jahmyr Gibbs is out, and the other running backs looked atrocious.
They're due for a loss.
Yeah, they are due. Plus, it's in Baltimore. The Ravens have a great coach. I think they're going to find a way to win it.
I do too.
Just because David Montgomery's out. Like, if this was in Detroit or, like, if they had their run game, I think the Lions would be favored in this game. But because they're out, I think that's why the Ravens are favored. I'm going to ride the Ravens.
No, and I, like, low-key agree with you, but I've been thinking Lions from, I don't know.
I mean, they're gonna lose eventually.
It was a gut thing, and so I'm just going to stick with the Lions, hope for the best here. I wouldn't heed my advice too much on this game. Raiders at Bears. Raiders -3, Bears +3. What, the Raiders were your lock of the week? Or what'd you have for that? You picked them for something, I thought. Was it your favorite or lock of the week?
What was my shit?
I'm trying to think now.
Favorite
favorite. I think your favorite was the Rams. I think your lock of the week was the Raiders.
Okay, let's fucking wait. No. I said that at first, and then I changed it because I didn't know if Jimmy G was in.
Oh,
my lock of the week was Commanders.
Word.
And then my favorite was the Rams. That's what it was, right?
Yeah, I hate this game. I'm just gonna go Bears +3.
Bears +3.
Yeah,
I'm going Raiders -3.
Yeah, fuck it.
Because dude, both quarterbacks might be out. Justin Fields is doubtful. I would love to see I think Nathan Peterman is like one of their quarterbacks too. If we can have a Brian Hoyer versus Nathan Peterman game, like, that'd be fucking awesome.
This is just such a toss. I'm taking the Raiders just because they have the plus points and they're at home, and I don't know who's playing in the football game.
Yeah. And Justin Fields are like, Nathan Peterman's their third string. And Tyson Bagent, like,
they'll give him a chance if it comes
He's
to
a rookie who's 23. Where'd he go to college? He went to Shepherd College.
Yeah.
Tyson Bagent.
No, Tyson Bagent. Yeah, no, he was the one we were talking about. Yeah, he went to Shepherd. What?
Yeah, I'm taking Raiders -3 for sure. And I hope Brian Hoyer plays. That'd be so tough. Or I wouldn't be mad if O'Connell played and just had like a rookie face-off. Tyson Bagent versus Aiden O'Connell.
I think this is just going to come down to which team has more pick sixes and fumble recoveries. Like, it's going to be such a gross game. I'm taking the Bears. Take it with a grain of salt.
We have a lot of faded picks this week.
Yeah, no.
So you have Bears, I have Raiders, I have Colts, you have Browns. Do we both have Pats?
Wait.
Pats -8.5.
Okay, yeah, +8. No, yes, we did.
Oh yeah, Pats +8.5, and then I have Commanders. You have Giants. You have Lions. I have Ravens.
I have Bears. You have Raiders. This is getting crazy.
Like it.
Yeah, no. It'll
so
be fun.
Are we on the 3:00 slate now?
We still have to do Falcons Bucks, but Bucks was my favorite. So
yeah, I have Bucks too. Desmond Ridder, no.
We also didn't do the over/under for the Raiders Bears.
Raiders under.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude,
under 37.5. But it could be 9-6.
Yeah, but at the same time, I could see like 8 fumble recoveries for like a touchdown, where the defense puts up more points than either offense. But yeah, you got to go the under.
Right. We got to sound somewhat smart.
Yeah.
But this game, bro, Falcons Bucks. It's over under 37.5. Over.
Yeah, I like.
I love the over. Because the Falcons, like, neither defense
Both
is
teams
good.
are going to put up.
And you still have
points.
a Bijan Robinson on one side of the field and, like.
And then Mike Evans and Godwin on the other side.
The team that I think is winning the game on the other side of the field. Like, I think it goes over for sure.
This game's going to be on Red Zone a lot on Sunday.
Yes.
Out of all the games,
the football will be moving around the field for damn sure.
I promise you, this is. I think this might be the highest point score. Or no, probably Chargers Chiefs, but
yes.
I mean, if you look at all the other games, Raiders Bears no scoring, Browns Colts no scoring, Bills Patriots I think is going to be like a weird game.
I don't want to talk about
Lions
the Packers,
Ravens
Broncos.
I'm telling you, you're gonna see like a dual screen of basically just Falcons, Bucks, and Lions. Like this Sunday, like it's a weird games. Like I don't want to watch Browns versus Colts without Anthony Richardson and Deshaun Watson. I don't want to watch.
Definitely don't want to watch Bears Raiders. Well, actually, I do because it's gonna be such a shit show.
You want to watch
that
that game because you want to watch friggin' Tyson Bagent versus Brian Hoyer.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then Lions Ravens. That'll be
I'm starting
cool.
to love the Bears.
Hell no.
Just because it's going to be like, at the end of the game, it's going to be like, really, like, they're 2-5, and, like, one of their wins was this
They're
game.
1-5.
No, I'm saying after the game.
Oh.
They're going to be 2-5. Next is Steelers and Rams. Now we go into prime time. We got the 3:05 slate. Steelers +3 at Rams -3. Over under 44. You picked the Rams as your favorite, I believe.
Yeah, they're gonna win this game.
And
I'm gonna go the under. I could see the Rams putting up 20, and I could see the Steelers.
I see
13.
21-17.
I was gonna say like 24-13, something like that.
Yeah, same
like
shit.
27 or 26-13, something like that.
Or rather, they both go under. Okay, I like this. Cardinals at Seahawks. Cardinals +8. Seahawks -8.
I'm taking Seahawks.
I like Seahawks -8. I love Seahawks.
I think
-8.
this is gonna be. You know how I was kind of telling you earlier about like a star of the week.
Uh-huh.
I think DK Metcalf is gonna go dummy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kenneth Walker, but yeah, I think
'Cause,
they
like-
could. I think they scored 30 plus, 28 plus. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think they scored.
I
a lot
like
of
the
points.
over of this game for sure. I think
Mhm.
the Seahawks are gonna put up a lot, but I think the Cardinals are gonna put up points too.
Did you see Kyler's practicing as of today?
Bro, the new Call of Duty is gonna come out soon. He's not coming back. I wouldn't even play him. If your goal is to like get Caleb Williams, like
I don't think they are gonna play him.
I don't think they
For a
are,
while.
but at the same
Or
time,
maybe
I
this
feel like the
season at all.
Cardinals don't want Caleb. Like I feel like everybody does, but like Kyler Murray's a good quarterback.
Kyler Murray is a phenomenal quarterback.
Yeah.
And also, so I thought that. So Kyler like tweeted today. He was like, "I practiced today." Blah blah blah. People were reporting on it. Marquise Brown. That was what sold me was the Marquise Brown interview because they were like,
Yeah,
They were talking to
both
him.
Sooners.
well,
Both
Marquise
teammates.
Brown said, they're like, he said, just wait. He's like, Kyler has some shit to prove. He's
Yeah.
like, y'all don't know what you expect. Like, he's been
Everyone's
been
talking shit
waiting
about
for
him
this.
for like the Call of Duty shit, but like this dude's been a winner his whole life. Like, dude was like we went
He's
to high
one of the best
school.
quarterbacks I've ever seen.
He went to a high school in our district. Like, he was a freaking
We had to watch him kick our high school team's ass every year.
Yeah,
bro.
state champion there. Went to OU, kept winning, won Heisman. Then got drafted #1. Then went and played baseball. Like, you don't do that when you're 5'2",
yeah.
and like you don't like.
A 5'2" gamer did all
Yeah,
that.
like that doesn't happen. Like he's a competitor. Like he's good, and I feel like a lot of people give him shit for playing COD. But, or did you see that video? Book It with Trent retweeted of AJ Dillon, and it's like, imagine having this player on your fantasy team, and it's AJ Dillon like playing a video game of like farming. He's like getting crops, and it's like 4 a.m. He's like, imagine having this player on your fantasy team. He's playing video games at 4 a.m.
I'd cut him. It's not the kind of football I tolerate.
But yeah, we
No,
both
he
have-
should be, dude. Like, he's not playing this week, so I mean,
Yeah,
Seahawks minus
minus
8. Oh wait, over under. I love the over.
Yeah, I love the over.
I don't know how much the Cardinals score, but
I think the Seahawks gonna put up 30. I think DK. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
DK like 200 yards, 3 tutties.
I could see 32.
He's gonna have like that DJ Moore game from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I could see 32-20. Let's go over. Seahawks minus 8. Now we move into the 325 slate. Packers -1 at Broncos +1. I already know your default pick.
Yeah, dude, this is actually like the worst game of the week, to be honest.
I like
1
the
and
Packers.
5 versus 2 and 3. I love the Packers. Jordan Love played so bad. This is like his game to like do good.
I feel like if the Broncos are gonna win one,
Dude, like I think the fucking Raiders versus Bears is better than this game.
yeah, I'm more inclined to watch that.
Yeah,
game,
I'm more
for
inclined
sure.
to watch that.
It'll be
than
more entertaining.
Russell Wilson, like, dude.
Well, don't say I like Jordan Love, but I don't know. To
That's why
me
I saw
though,
this
this
though.
game is weird. This game is weird because
Both teams just are not
watching. Dude, I kind of like watching the Broncos at the Chiefs last week. It's like you're playing in Kansas City in Arrowhead. They came out kind of like
Good.
looking like they were gonna do something, and they lost 19-8. But like, I feel like they're due for a win at some point, and if it were to be against anyone, it would be against a rookie quarterback and like a kind of like restructuring team.
I agree.
Sean Payton. However, we're not gonna be stupid. I don't want to look dumb. Packers -1.
You told me the Broncos won this game by like a field
Wouldn't be
goal. I wouldn't be
surprised.
surprised, but I'm not betting on Russell Wilson.
No, we have to do what's right here.
And because the Packers lost last week. They played last Thursday night, right?
Yes.
So they had a long week too.
Wait, the Packers or the Broncos?
Packers.
The Packers played. No, the
Oh,
Broncos
they played Monday.
Thursday night. No, the Packers
Oh, they had a
didn't
bye.
play football last week.
They had a bye.
Yeah, Packers coming off a bye.
Packers coming off a bye.
Broncos
That's
coming
what
off
it
a
was.
long
I knew
week.
they've had a long time. Like they haven't played in a while.
I like the Packers.
Yeah, I like the Packers too.
I
I think Aaron Jones is coming back too.
Yeah, the over/under is 45.
Under. Under.
And I think the Packers score 20 plus.
Yeah, for sure. I think Jordan Love's throwing 3 tutties, or he's having 3 total touchdowns.
I like that.
He might run for 1, 2, and throw 2. I think Christian Watson gonna have a big game. Patrick Surtain's a dog, but I do think the Packers win.
Yeah, no, I think it's like 20 to teens. And then this was your favorite underdog, Chargers plus 5.5 at Chiefs minus 5.5.
And Arrowhead.
In the Arrowhead Stadium.
I love it. I love Chargers plus 5.5. If you take this game, I would sprinkle a little bit on the money line for Chargers, for sure. Like if you're gonna bet it, might as well. Like there's a lot of value in 5.5, so might as well just give Herbert like a little bread. They're not going 2-4, dude. That's why I'm saying that. I know it's Mahomes, bro. Cade's wanting to kill himself right now. Don't do it. You take the Chiefs minus 5.5.
If I could skip this game and just take the over 48, that would be my pick for the game. With that being said, I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah. Let's say like you just end like.
I think the Chiefs win. I'll take Chargers plus 5.5. But like
Yeah.
the Chiefs are winning this game.
If
the Chiefs are winning this game.
If the game was over and I told you what if I added 5 points to the Chargers, does that like make them win the game? I feel like yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go Chargers plus 5.5. But the over is what I'm more confident in.
48.
Yeah, 48. It should be
like
52.
Because the what was it? The Cowboys Chargers was like 50 something.
Yeah.
Why is Mahomes?
Neither team has a defense.
Do they think it's because Dak is better than Mahomes?
I could see this being like a. No, it's over. I like the Chargers plus 5.5, and I like
the over.
Yeah,
same.
I'm gonna go with that. And I know,
dude, I love how there's some good Chargers Chiefs, and then right after Dolphins Eagles.
The best game of the
Tua
week.
Tagovailoa, Mike McDaniels, and Tyreek Hill taking on Jalen Hurts and the Eagles in Philly.
Jason Kelsey, dude,
it's
gonna be such a
Dolphins
game.
Money line, slam it.
It's gonna be dark outside. It's
oh
gonna
my
be
God.
nighttime.
Tyreek Hill's gonna be doing backflips.
Meek
on the
Mill and
sidelines.
Uzi are gonna be there probably.
Dude, there's gonna be a scuffle pregame for sure. I hope Tyreek Hill starts.
Bro,
it
both
too.
quarterbacks wear number 1.
And
like
dude,
that
both,
can't happen,
dude. Jalen Hurts got benched in the national championship, and Tua came in and won the game against Georgia.
Oh my God, I'm
These
forgetting
guys were
about the most
quarterbacks.
important narrative of the game.
This is Tua versus Jalen Hurts, Alabama quarterbacks, and that's why Jalen Hurts transferred to OU, because Tua took his spot.
Well, now I think it's Jalen. Chill out. No, but yeah.
No, this game is definitely personal for like both teams, but
Yeah.
like Mike McDaniel, dude. I just think that
I'm also hoping.
how we were talking
I'm
about, like-
praying to God that the Dolphins win, but I also think they're gonna win.
how we were talking about like both teams like having totally different styles of play.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the way the Dolphins play beats like that Eagles.
Yes,
Like
yes.
it's kind of like that Pokemon type shit. Like
Yes.
water beats fire. Like
yes.
Dolphins fancy shit beats the Eagles
Yes.
like run thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like too well, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes too much sense. I love it, and because of what we're saying, over under 51.5. I did not expect it to be so high. I guess we have 52 on here. It's 51.5, so I'll change that. But
This is tough.
yeah, because the Eagles have a great defense.
I'm going 28-24 score prediction. Dolphins. I cover by a half. I'm going the over.
I don't know. I think I want to say the Dolphins scored 30 plus, but like,
This game is gonna be like
what's 30 to 17? 47. I'm gonna take the under. I don't know.
I mean, it's
actually,
not bad. The under hits until they get over.
this is a weird pick. I like Dolphins plus 2.5, and I like the under.
I like it.
I'm not even gonna explain the over.
I'm taking Dolphins money line, baby.
Well, yeah.
Or plus 2.5, but I think they're gonna win.
Yeah, I do too. And then that'll bring us to our last game of the slate. What we're wrapping up here.
Niners Vikings.
Niners.
Kirk
Monday Night
Cousins
Football.
in prime time.
The 49ers -7 at Vikings +7.
If Niners didn't lose to the Browns last week, I'm so taking Vikings. But
Yeah.
like just because they lost, I think it was a little wake up call.
They're gonna win by 14.
I think they're gonna bounce back and destroy.
The 2 touchdowns.
Especially with Jetta's out, like I just don't see.
Are you sure he's out? I feel like you told me
Dude, he's on the IR.
You said he was out last week, and I thought he played.
No, Jetta's gonna play. He's on the IR. He's out for sure for 4 weeks.
Okay.
100%.
Got you. Yeah, no, I think I do think the Niners win by 10+.
I do too. I just think the Vikings pass game looked terrible last week without Jetta's. Now they're playing arguably the best team in the league. Unless the Dolphins win this week. Like Brock Purdy looked bad. I just feel like it was a great wake up call. Like, guys, we got to dial in. Like, we can't let anybody seriously. They're going to go into Minnesota. They have an extra day to prepare.
Vikings are 0-3 at home.
Even if McCaffrey, I know he was like, you said that he's playing, but like, even if he didn't play, like, I like Niners still, -7, just because they lost.
If you're missing Debo and CMC, that's tough.
No, that's totally different. But then also at the same time, the Vikings.
Well, Trent Williams is also questionable. That's actually probably one of the biggest things that we're gonna miss.
I think the Niners' defense is gonna be why they -7. Like no Jettas. Like Fred Warner. Like watching, I still have PTSD from the Cowboys 49ers game. Watching Fred Warner and like
Oh
Armstead,
my God, dude.
Dude, they are good. And no one even talks about like Nick Bosa.
Fred Warner looked like Micah Parsons on crack when he played against us.
Dude.
It didn't make any sense. And then when I saw the clip afterwards about how he was a Cowboys fan and how he wanted to be a Cowboys, and we were like, nah.
See that.
I saw that, bro. It almost made me cry. Like, of course he was a Cowboys fan. And he was like, but it was one of those things, it's like they didn't want me. It's like, fuck them. Like, it was like, we could have had Fred. But no, he looked amazing. He is amazing. Here's my thing. Okay, so Debo, Trent, Williams, and CMC are all questionable. If one of those three players plays, Niners -7. If
all three of them are out.
If all three of them are out, that's the only way I could see the Niners not covering here.
Especially since it's like a primetime +7. It's like a weird game.
Yeah.
It's
and
basically
it's
just like
on the road.
It's like let's just see if Kyle Shanahan can somehow get this out without them, which he can.
Yeah, I know, but those I would say Trent Williams is like the best offensive player in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I would say that
besides Mahomes.
Yeah. But like literally, bro, not the best non-quarterback player in the NFL is Trent Williams, in my opinion. Debo, incredible, bro. George Kittle's gonna play, which is big. But CMC, if CMC, Trent Williams, and Debo Samuel are all out, yeah, the Vikings should win this game. Like they don't have an excuse not to. But I assume that all three of them won't be out. I'm gonna take Niners -7. I'm gonna also take the over. I see 28-20 for some reason. Yeah, that's my pick.
Yeah. I'm going to take the over as well. It kind of sucks. A lot of the teams this week on buys are like teams that I like to see. Like Joe Burrow, Bengals are on a buy. Cowboys, of course, are on a buy. The Jets are on a buy. And then the Texans are on a buy. Panthers and Titans are also on a buy, but I don't give a fuck about them. But I've been liking to see how C.J. Stroud plays week by week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Jets, you always want to see what's going on with Zach Wilson, and then Cowboys.
It's reality
and
TV
then
at this point.
literally, the Jets were they Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
right?
what made me want to pick them for Super Bowl champions. Was seeing Aaron Rodgers just being homies with everyone.
You just want to know what's going.
on.
You want to know what's going on with the Jets right now, especially with Aaron Rodgers on social media walking around. It's what the fuck, this motherfucker was supposed to be on crutches for.
He's talking shit without talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just him walking around is what's up?
How?
It's kind of what's up?
Yeah.
Don't forget about me, and I like it too.
I want them to forget about him too.
They're
I think
not.
that'll be good. They are though, bro. People are I don't know. People are writing off Aaron Rodgers, which is the craziest thing to me. But I really I will be shocked. In fact, to me, to correct me if I'm wrong, it'll be more shocking if he comes back and chokes than if he comes back and
Oh, yeah.
leads the team through the
Well,
playoffs.
that's because the Jets are actually they're good.
All they need is a quarter.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't need to beat Aaron Rodgers. He needs to be half of Aaron Rodgers for the Jets to win a playoff game.
The Jets
Unless
just
they
need
play like the Chiefs or something.
the Jets just need a competent quarterback who does his job and when faced with adversity, can overcome it. Doesn't at the very least just doesn't fold. And you can't pick a better player than Aaron Rodgers for that situation, in my opinion.
I mean, Zach Wilson finally had a good game, and they almost beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And now they just beat the Eagles. And then before
No. The Browns beat the Niners. They beat the Eagles.
Yeah,
right,
the Jets
right.
beat the Eagles. So the Jets are a good football team. And Robert Saleh is a great coach.
They were a good football team last year without Aaron Rodgers, and I just feel like once you get one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, you're going to be an even better football team, and you're going to be a playoff contender, especially with the way the league is right now. Like I said, they were going to be my Super Bowl pick before Aaron got hurt, but if Zach can just keep him in there, then I think that Aaron could, lead them genuinely to, an AFC champion. I'm very serious when I say – because when you look at, when Aaron Rodgers was successful in the playoffs with Green Bay and shit, his teams were not as good as this Jets roster. His surrounding talent was not – I don't want to say not nearly as good, but, I think this Jets team is a lot better than that Packers team that he was playing on.
Yeah. So do you want to make a little quick –
Yeah.
do you want to do, a one together or a –
No, we need to do our – yeah.
Or
Well, it has to be picks that we both agreed on. So, last week, our parlay of the week hit. It was Jags -4.
Lions -3.
Yeah, Jags -4, Lions -3.
And was it Rams? Or no, Bengals. Bengals -3.
I don't think it was the Bengals. I think it was Commanders +2.5.
Oh yeah.
It was our parlay of the week last week was Commanders +2.5, Jags
Commanders over the
-4,
Falcons.
and Lions -3. It basically smashed. It wasn't even close. We're gonna do another one this week of our agreed upon picks.
And what I think the 3-leg.
So let's agree on the first one.
We're up plus 6 units.
Yes.
So I have to get 3-leg 6. Would we be crazy? Which ones did we do together? Did you have Rams -3?
Yeah.
I'm down to throw that in there.
We also had the Hawks. Seahawks. I'm not sure if okay, I think the Rams -3 is a good one. I like the Bucks -2.5.
Dolphins money
I
line.
like the Dolphins +2.5.
Should we go Dolphins, Chargers?
Not the Chargers. I just don't want to put that in the parlay.
Yeah.
But I like the Dolphins and I like the Rams. I like the Bucks.
Are we doing Pats +8.5?
I don't know if that's lock material because they are playing the Bills. I like the Packers.
I'd be down to throw Packers.
I don't know. What do you think about the Seahawks-Cardinals game, though? You seem hesitant on that.
It's a lot, but I love the Hawks. I'm down to take it. I love the Hawks.
Okay, if you had to pick
Especially
between Seahawks -8, Bucks -2.5, and Packers -1, what would you pick?
What was the second one? Packers, Seahawks, or who?
Bucks.
Let's go Bucks.
Okay, that's what I was hoping you picked.
Desmond Ridder, no good.
Bet. Bucks -2.5, Rams -3,
and
Dolphins +2.5.
Nah, money line.
Throw the money line
Throw
if you're
some
feeling
juice
up
in
to
there.
it. I'm probably
Throw
going to do the
some
money
juice.
line, but for the sake of the parlay and
Throw
our
some juice
structure,
in there.
take the Dolphins money line.
Mike McDaniel, baby.
No, it'll be an awesome game, too. And imagine, I love that parlay, too, because, if the first two hit, then you're waiting on Sunday Night Football, and that's your last leg. It's going to be a fun-ass
the
game,
12 o'clock
too.
games are going to suck, but then it's you're going to be, hungover as shit.
You've done all your work for the day. Now you just get to watch the night game.
No, but not before that, though. You're going to watch the 12 o'clock games hungover as shit, door dashing food, going to pick up food, doing homework, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, dude, Chargers Chiefs is in 30 minutes, and then it's going to be a crazy game, and then you're like, holy fuck, Dolphins Eagles are next.
I love this slate.
That's when you order like the Wingstop right after that Chargers Chiefs games. Get it ready for that Dolphins Eagles. Like,
and you'll have the money to order it all.
oh yeah, for sure. That was even a question.
LP is 22-7, so if you don't
up
have money
15
right now,
units,
that's your fault.
Up 15 units. Y'all are welcome. I'm doing this shit for free. Shout out Jake Sigler. Dude's always asking me for my picks. every week he asks me for my locks.
They're right here. Documented. You can't miss it.
Yeah. But I mean, this week I'm kind of sketch, but I mean, I kind of like it. This might be the week where we have like the most different picks, I feel like.
Yeah, we're very controversial, and that scares me because you're
Raiders
22-7, and I'm 16-11.
Yeah,
if you take
might,
off this
you might
week,
make
I
a
am
little.
fucked.
You might make a little comeback because
I need to. That's why I'm being
Raiders
risky.
Bears is different. Browns Colts is different. Commanders Giants is different. Lions Ravens is different. So what's that? 4. I'm pretty sure that's it actually.
Yeah.
4 out of 13. We both have Saints. We both have Bucks. We both have.
Well, did you say
Pats.
Chiefs Chargers?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We both have Pat. Wait, I thought you have Chargers, right?
Yes, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I have
We
Chargers.
both have Pats. We both have Rams. We both have Hawks. Both have Packers. Both have Chargers. Both have Dolphins. Both have Niners. So yeah, only 4 games. But like the 4 games are cool though.
Awesome. They're gonna be fun too. I am actually looking forward to that Bears Raiders game. The
Dude.
battle of the shit.
I hope it's Brian Hoyer versus freaking Nathan Peterman or Tyson Baggett.
No, it'll be cool. That would be cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if Aiden O'Connell starts though.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they just start picking fans to come in the football game and be like, "Hey, y'all pay money to be here.
Dude,
we don't know what we're doing
speaking
anymore."
of fans, we should end on this. What do you think about that Asian lady, the Chargers?
I think that.
Do you think
Did
she
you
was-
see
do you
that
think
she was
she was
at
a
like the
fake?
or she was at some other game
I didn't see
doing the
that.
same thing? I saw. I want to say Ravens or whatever. She was at a different game doing the exact same thing. I want to just say she's a gambling addict and she just travels around. Like, you don't see that kind of excitement from like just simply a Chargers fan who wants to win a game. Like, she was, or not necessarily the excitement, but like when she was thinking they were going to lose, she was pissed, bro. Like, that's a gambling addict for sure. That is not a fan.
Yeah.
That is somebody who has their life savings on the game,
Yeah.
or at least thinks that they
See,
have.
I feel like no one talked about it that way because I saw like I thought it was like not fake at all, but then there was a clip where it was like, she was like get him when she was like get him, get him. But then the Chargers were literally like on offense,
I think
and
that
it was
she
like
just
third down or
figured
fourth
out
down. I think
that
she
you
might
can
have had
put
a big-
money on the football games, and
And then she
put
realized,
a lot.
and then she realized she could bet on both teams or like player pop. She had freaking Keenan Allen under and like I don't even Eckler over. I don't know, but
Gambling
Dude,
addict. For sure. I've seen that face, bro. I've seen that face from him, from myself.
like, and that game was like Cowboys must win, primetime game. Stephen A. Smith was there.
Was he actually?
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith, dude. He went to that game. I saw all over Twitter.
I love that.
He was walking in the stadium like thinking they were gonna lose again. Cowboys must win. Chargers low key a must win because now they're 2-3 at home prime time, and now the talk of the game was this Asian lady, and like I kind of hope that she was an actress because I want to see her again. Like I want to be watching like if they put her in Dolphins Eagles and like a Tyreek Hill jersey and just show her on the screen like every 5 minutes, like. The talk, like Taylor Swift was at the game this week, but no one was talking about Taylor Swift. They're talking about this new Asian.
Oh, I do hope she takes Taylor Swift's
Like
spot.
Taylor Swift just lost her spot to an
Well,
Asian
because
lady
Taylor
with
Swift doesn't get
glasses.
hype. Like, maybe Taylor Swift needs to learn about sports betting because she stands there and she's kind of like it's more so like
Dude,
who is she
holy
talking
shit.
to and
I
who
didn't
is she
even think
taking
about that.
selfies with.
Dude, the Chargers play the Chiefs. We might have an Asian lady versus Taylor Swift game this week if she pulls up.
I'm
They
so
have to
glad.
get her.
I am so
They
glad we
have-
took Chargers plus
Dude,
5.5.
dude,
I'm taking the Asian lady over Taylor Swift any day of the week.
Get Asian lady to the Chiefs game and put
Yeah.
her in the suite right next to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That way when they put it up, they're like right next to each other, like
Oh my
talking
God.
shit too. And she's like, "Fuck Travis Kelce."
She's definitely winning that battle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That'll be the end of
for
Travis.
sure.
I have a feeling Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce break up after this game.
Because of the Asian lady?
If she's there.
If the Asian lady's
Yes, if she's there.
Do you think Travis Kelce goes after the Asian lady?
I think Travis Kelce has nothing to do with this anymore. I think Travis Kelce is just like a pawn in this whole
He's
game.
like, damn, I just got like 8 commercials and I made a
I
bag.
think he doesn't actually
And then I got
care.
another 1 million followers. Like, fuck this bitch now.
Yeah.
Let me break her heart so she can write songs about me so I can make even more money.
I don't even think he has the capability to break her heart because I don't feel like they even like know
she
each other
cares
that
about-
well.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
it's just
it
a
hasn't
whole,
been that long.
No. And like it'd be weird if she's like
That's what
I
she
feel like
said.
if she I feel like if she starts writing songs about Travis Kelce, then it's like
She's gonna be like, all
right, you've lost-
play.
I feel like you've lost all your credibility at that point. It's like you have to have some like romance involved. It's like Travis Kelce, Taylor, so like it's obviously like a big ploy thing, and like
Yeah.
no, I think that
Dude,
if
and
we
I
see
hate
the trio,
Patrick Mahomes' wife, like always next to Taylor Swift, it's just like makes me like,
well, I think Brittany Mahomes, I think she definitely is like cloud chasing there. I think
oh
that's
my god, 1000%.
Yeah,
She's
that's a
definitely like
Britney
telling all
putting
her
herself
friends. She's
there.
definitely like telling all her friends like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm busy tonight. I gotta hang out with Taylor. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know who Taylor Swift is, but like I'm going. to
y'all
her
might not
house
know
later.
her, but like Taylor and I, we were just talking about like
Yeah,
TikTok. Like
but
we,
dude,
no,
yeah.
she didn't.
She's. I feel bad for Patrick. He seems like he's definitely whipped. Like,
It's not even that. It's like I feel Patrick Mahomes is literally just the biggest football guy ever. Like he's so his brain.
and
is
then his brother's
football.
Jackson Mahomes
Yeah.
and his wife's Brittany.
It's that like he just so he recognizes that is like so outside of the equation of what he's working with and like what his focus should be that like he doesn't
might
deal
like
with
it.
it. No,
Like,
but
he might
any
like
I
it.
don't know like any like I feel like any other football player would be like, "Yo, can y'all stop? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? Like, this is absurd."
And he's just like, ha, ha,
he's
ha,
just
ha.
so like, "Oh, okay, whatever, back to football."
Yeah.
Like, and that's great for a quarterback and for the Chiefs, but like,
He's once he retires, they're getting divorced.
yeah, I don't know. It's an absurd situation.
But yeah, Asian lady versus Taylor Swift. Goal of the week is to get Asian lady to the game in a box right next to T Swift.
I feel like she doesn't like. She has to know the hype that she just got after this week, and I feel like she doesn't not show up to this game.
I'm pretty sure she was on the Pat McAfee show today.
No way.
I swear.
I think I think she'll be there. She should be there. If she isn't, that's a problem.
For sure. She needs to be there. She needs to quit her job and just become her job title will be only Chargers fans and the only Charger fan in the United States.
Yeah. Damn, all the
Yeah. Viral Chargers fan joins the talk show about her new viral fame. Oh my god, I gotta watch this.
I don't know. She's definitely now a new character of this NFL season to watch. A new character has arrived. But I mean with that and with covering the games, we're
out.
I mean we've about hit our limit with here, but
This was good.
I'll say
Concludes
we can go ahead and
rough
conclude
week.
this podcast. We did have a lot of technical difficulties at first, so getting into this was
Yeah.
tough and just getting the whole episode
But
put
we
together.
We ride.
But yeah, no, we did it, and we will be back next week, hopefully. Again, looking to get more stuff going, people calling in, new guests, new people, live streams, whatever. But
Yeah.
don't want to make any promises yet. We will keep y'all posted
Hit
on
us
that.
up on any ideas or suggestions that y'all want to see or y'all want to for us to talk about.
Please. And also, we were thinking about, because we're keeping records between each other and our picks and shit. If y'all think of any punishments or anything like that or any little
that'd
games
be
we could play within the
tough.
show, I think that'd be fun.
Fuck yeah.
Obviously, we're just open to whatever. We're just messing around here. But
Yeah.
as always,
Whoever does
thank
worse
y'all
gotta
for
wear some
listening.
dumb shit to the next pod.
Yeah, at the very least. But,
Yeah.
you and I, we can
could
handle
see-
some
yeah.
shit if y'all want to throw some punishments or whatever it is.
Fuck yeah.
Thank y'all so much for listening. If y'all did, if not, do. Thank
Appreciate
y'all.
y'all.
Have a good night. Have a good morning. Whatever the fuck y'all listening. Thank y'all. Peace out.
y'all.
Lockhouse episode 3. Bye.
Yes, sir.